All right, let's look at some sleepers at the running back for 2022. Let's get it. First off, let's talk about Rashaad Penny. He agreed to a 1-year, $5.75 million contract. When Chris Carson was lost for the season last season, Penny turned into nothing shy of Superman for your fantasy football playoff run. Weeks 14 through 17, you saw 29.8, 6.4, 21.5, and 34.5 points throughout the rest of the playoffs. Other than the dud of a 6.4 in Week 15 against the stud Rams, Penny was a massive asset to have on your team. Even though Chris Carson is coming back this season, look for Penny to be the main guy out of the backfield for Seattle. Carson has a very hard time staying healthy, and if we see Carson go down early in the season, Penny will be primed for the number one running back role with absolutely no competition for carries. Penny finished 2021 with 119 carries for 749 yards and 6 touchdowns. Now, with the loss of Russell Wilson, that will hurt with Drew Lock. Penny may see more stacked boxes, but if Penny can be consistent with his production, you could see a leap for Penny as a high-end RB2 this season. Next, we're going to talk about Josh Jacobs. There were higher expectations for Jacobs in 2021, but they never seemed to blossom. While Jacobs averaged a little over 18 touches a game, he couldn't seem to break many long runs. Now with Davante Adams in the picture, you should see larger holes to run through for Jacobs. When the Raiders were in a positive game script, you saw Jacobs become the fantasy producer that we all want. Unfortunately, most of the Raider games were in a negative game script. Now with Adams in the picture, you should be seeing the Raiders in more of a positive game script, which definitely means more of a workload, and that should produce more positive fantasy outputs for Jacobs. Last year he had 217 carries for 870 yards and 9 touchdowns. Look for Josh Jacobs to be able to unlock his true potential and become an RB1 in 2022. Now let's talk about the forgotten man, Cam Akers. If we can all sit back and remember what the view on Akers was this time last year, Cam Akers was considered an elite talent that everybody wanted to get their hands on. He was viewed by many as a gold standard sleeper. Fast forward to 1 year later, and it seems as if people forgot about him because he was hurt with an Achilles tear that he suffered in July last season, and he was out for the entire 2021 season. Cam Akers is the number one running back on the best team in football. If Akers can stay healthy in 2022, look for him to make some noise in fantasy football. He could run between the tackles and catch the ball out of the backfield. With a potent offense and a stout defense, look for Akers to have ample opportunity to get touches and produce at a high level for your fantasy team. Grab him in your drafts before people can remember how sought after he was just 1 year prior. Next, we're moving along to DAndre Swift. While Swift almost doubled Jamal Williams in the snap count, he split the carries with Williams. Swift was definitely the third down back and clearly the best running back on the roster. Now, if Swift can start to vulture more work away from Williams and establish himself as the dominant running back on the team, his fantasy value could rise. Swift has some games last season that proved he could be a great fantasy football running back. He just needs to improve his consistency. Last year, he ran for 151 carries for 617 yards and 2 touchdowns. Swift is extremely explosive and able to break free on any given play. The Lions just need to be in a better game script to be able to unlock Swift's full potential. Look for Swift to be a nice value come draft day in 2022. The last running back we're going to go over is Travis Etienne. Etienne had a Liz Frank injury in his left foot, which caused him to miss his rookie season in 2021. Before his injury, there was a large amount of hype for the running back out of Clemson. Travis Etienne was the running back for Trevor Lawrence at Clemson and is now his running back with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Etienne has exceptional ability to catch the football and become an immediate day one impact for Lawrence and the Jaguars. Etienne will still start as the number 2 running back for the Jags behind James Robinson, but that doesn't mean that Robinson will finish as the better fantasy producer. If Etienne can show out on the field, Lawrence will certainly favor his college running back to help boost his numbers, which could bode well for Travis Etienne's fantasy outlook for 2022. You should be able to steal Travis Etienne in the later portion of the drafts with large upside. I appreciate you guys as always for watching the video. As we ramp up to the 2022 fantasy football season, I'm looking to keep you guys informed all the way through it so you guys can dominate the draft and dominate the season. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and even leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the video or if you want to add anybody else into this video as well. But other than that, we'll see you guys on the next video.